Okay, we're going to do the washing machine. So we got the hose going in, and I put the hose, just stick it in the drain. Now this is in our shower. Just fill it up with clothes to just about the top, and put your water in. Make sure your selector switch is in standard, and then here's your timer for your wash. I normally do about 9 minutes. And here's your timer for your spinner. I normally do about a minute to a minute and a half. You don't really need a ton there. These water inlet things, don't worry about them. I don't really use them. I use this one some to help a little bit of rinse, because it comes out here and just kind of goes into the center part of the spinner. That's the spinner part. That's the washer part. Alright, so they go from there to there. I think this thing has gone stupid. Alright, we're going to show the washer. So basically you fill up the clothes, just throw them in loose to about the top. Here's the top, I'm just a bit low. Now mine has a water fill tube place that goes to there. I normally just fill the water up to about the bottom here. Yours might be a little different. And then I got to plug it in. So you take the plug out the back here. Pull it around. And plug it into your outlet. If you need to use the extension cord, just put a little extension cord on it. And make sure that before you start putting water in, make sure you're on standard and not drain. Soft is, I don't really use it, but it's there. Timer for the washer, generally go to about 9 minutes is plenty. Didn't put my soap in. Where's my soap? Alright. You don't need a bunch. I mean, literally just like that cap like that. I'm just filling that up. And then the water might be a little too hot right there. You don't need real hot water. Just good warm water. Warm water cleans a little better than cold, no matter what they say. Just the science of it. Then do your drain. I just stick it in the drain nozzle. Stick it in there because it's got a little thing where you, it's that little tip, that's what hangs it up on the side. So I just take that and stick it down in the hole. And when you get done, you drain it out, and then it hangs right up there on that. So it's out of the way. All right, so now my water's coming up. So we're going to turn the water off. Now we'll start the machine, so I'm going to turn it. So that's a good flow. All right, when you get like that, you can put a little bit more stuff in. Don't want to put a ton, just small stuff. Maybe a little bit more. That might be too big. You'll kind of figure out after a bit how much stuff you can put. Always start smaller and then add to it if you need to. You want it so the water's moving around like that. So you got good action on the water. That's what does the actual good cleaning part. I could actually probably put a little bit more in there. I don't get anything too super big. Let's see, what is this? Maybe like that shirt. Just gonna push it down in there. Alright, that's the max right there. put any more in there, it won't spin good. You want it to spin both ways good. There we go. A little bit of our other stuff here. Hard to do shit with one hand. Make sure you just put all the stuff in the bottom first. Probably put a little bit more water in. Oh yeah, good action. Alright, so we're going to let it run, and then when it stops, we're going to come back. Okay, the machine stopped. We've timed out, so now what we're going to do is we're going to just basically turn to drain. Yep, draining the water. You see it kind of bubbling out. That'll happen out through there. I just use short sleeve shirt. And you've got a drain down here. See how dirty that water is. Look at that stuff. Wow, it's dirty water. Alright, dude, you're going to have to come in and hold this. Just pretty much hold it right there. Get a good grip on it here. Alright, so now then I'm going to just put rinse water in. I'm going to push on the clothes. You can see the dirt. You got to get see down in there.
Yes.
Rinsing the clothes and then fishing on them. And then turn them over. Rinsing and turning, rinsing and turning.
Are you letting the rinse water drain out as you're rinsing and turning?
Still on. You can kind of feel the clothes, they'll still be warm. I'm using cold water or cool water. As long as you're still feeling warm water, you still got old water in them. Just keep rinsing and squeezing. You get to a point where you don't get any more. There. Alright. Alright, so now we're going to start putting stuff in the...
Wait, I want to see something. Okay,
what?
Go ahead.
Spinner side. Alright. I take the big stuff first. This might fill it up right here. I'm going to just rinse that again. This is We've got a flat side, so you stick that in. Close the lid. Then stick it in here, let it go for a little bit. And then turn it on. And remove the water. And let it spin. It spins really fast. It gets a lot of the water out. Come back over here and just kind of work this again a little bit. Still feel a little bit here. It's messy. So yeah, about a minute to a minute and a half. You don't need much. This thing is spinning so fast. Believe me, any kind of white clothes that'll come out, they're almost dry. And when you lift the door up, that applies the brakes. So I'll let it get slowed down before it starts making any violent movements. So you can kind of see it jumping. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it. Right there. Pull my stuff out. And these things are just about, they're just about, where's the bucket? I don't have it. So usually what's in here takes 2 in there. So again, I've got the other things. I'm going to just rinse, let some water rinse down through it a bit. You kind of hear it draining. Put that on. Close that lid. Close our other lid. Sometimes you get too violent like that. So what you got to do is come in here and kind of just pick things up, reposition them. Sometimes heavy things like these things get, so kind of, once you kind of figure out what the heavy stuff is, what the light stuff is, you know, you want one force to react with the other and balance it out. There we go. Now you can, if you want to, inject a little bit of water in it. In there. It's hard to do this with one hand, believe me. And then if you're doing another load, you have more stuff, just close your drain and then put your soap in and then start filling up with water, so you got kind of 2 things going at once. That's basically using these little machines in a nutshell. You don't want to overload this. If for some reason the clothes aren't turning good, stop it. Pull something out and just throw it in the tub or wherever you're at until you get a good circular pattern in it. And it'll last. I mean, this is a 2019, so it's done a good job. Works pretty well. You see, then we hang stuff up. Inside here, we have another line here that pulls out, goes across here. And we also have a plastic accordion. Oops, see it bouncing? Bouncing right, so now I'm going to stop it and get all this stuff out. I'm going to keep my finger out the way. Believe me, you'll be amazed how dry this stuff is. I mean, that shirt like that, look at that. The thing's almost dry. You can almost tell it's almost, so very little moisture in them. Look at that one. You see the dark spots here. And the drier spots. These things do eject a lot of water. All right, well, there you have it. Video for the day.